This coming Sunday is the 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time. We continue to read from the Gospel of Mark. A very candid discussion happens with James, John, and Jesus. James and John are looking for some preferential treatment. The passage is from Mark chapter 10, verses 35 to 45. Let's take a listen. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He replied, "What do you wish me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit one at your right and the other at your left." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We can." Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink, you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized. But to sit at my right or at my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. Jesus summoned the 12 and said to them, "You know that those who are recognized as rulers over the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." It is easy to sympathize with James and John. Don't we often ask the question, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of it? James and John want to get the best seat in the house when Jesus is in heaven. When we know people who have some kind of influence or power, we can at times expect them to get something for us. We want them to use their power and influence to benefit us in some way. When we step back, it really is a selfish request. Jesus quickly points out to them, "You do not know what you are asking." Jesus knows that he must suffer and die before he is raised and ascends to the Father. Jesus is trying to tell James and John that there is a price to be paid for those special seats in heaven. He asks them, "Can you drink the cup that I drink?" In other words, can you accept the plan of salvation? That was Jesus' fate, that he would be nailed to a cross and die a horrible death. They respond quickly, naively, "We can." Jesus, predicting the future for them, says, "The cup that I drink, you will drink." He knows that they will suffer in their own time, that they will pay the price for being his followers. The reaction of the other disciples is interesting. When they heard what James and John were speaking about, they become indignant. They were surprised and unhappy that they were trying to gain some advantage, some special treatment from Jesus. This is a teachable moment. Jesus tells them, "Whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all." Greatness means service. He tells them the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. He will set the standard. He, Jesus, the Son of God, will serve. He will take the place of the slave. He will wash the disciples' feet at the Last Supper. They will come to know that greatness means service, being the servant of all. Jesus is helping them examine their ambitious nature, their selfish nature, their self-centeredness. He does the same for us. He calls us to be servants. He calls us to greatness through service. Let the gospel fill your week. See you in church. For now, God bless.